I am Holly Reese. I am the Senior and Transgender Programs Manager. I was actually working at the center for quite some time before I became staff at the center. I was working for an organization called Gender Justice of Nevada, and I was the advocacy coordinator and instructor. So I spent several years teaching classes and training advocates, certifying them with an emphasis on LGBTQ culture, language, how to be advocates. Act 3 stands for Aging Communities Together. It is our senior programming, which takes place Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the drop-in center. Mondays are Men's Mondays, and it's a gay men's space. Tuesdays are Trans Tuesdays, which is a trans space, both everybody that identifies as trans under the umbrella. Wednesdays is a Women's Wednesday, so it's a lesbian space, and it's pretty much occupied by a group that's been at the center for years and years called the Wise Women, a senior lesbian group, women's group. Thursdays is a lunch and learn, which is inclusive of everybody, so anybody and everybody that's a senior can attend, and our seniors are 50 years and up. So 50 years is the cutoff line. And we don't ID your card or make sure, to prove people are 50, but it's 50 and up. So Lunch and Learn on Thursdays is a different experience every week. We provide lunch, and we also invite different speakers in. So sometimes we'll do crafts, sometimes we'll have people coming in talking about legacies, estate planning, wills, trusts, that kind of thing. We've had series of people that come in talking about wellness and healthy living, lifestyles, nutrition. We've done art projects and craft projects. We have music. We had somebody come in and do a 3D excursion down the Grand Canyon on a river raft, and so every week is something different, and we let everybody know ahead of time, keep a calendar so that they can come to the ones that they're interested in. So on Fridays, because it's a drop-in space and there's not a lot going on in there on Fridays, we have this amazing fitness instructor who's been teaching Zumba and other things to fitness. She knows all about senior physiology, to seniors, not to fitness. But she's been teaching for years, and she's actually the person that did our choreography for the flash mob dance. So the seniors have some relationship with her already. Her and this amazing woman named Brooke Fetter have gotten together and found funding for us to be able to establish a fitness program. So we're launching that this week, and every Friday between 12:30 and 1:30, we're going to be offering light impact, low impact Zumba classes, and we're going to build that out to chair yoga, laughing yoga, and Tai Chi. And this program is going to run for 6 months, and we're really hopeful that people will love it. The seniors sound like they're very excited. Participants are excited that that's happening. We're hoping to extend that also to Tuesdays, which are a really quiet day, the Trans Tuesdays. So we're hoping to grow that program to where we have fitness options on both Tuesday and Friday. Within the drop-in space, part of what is offered in there to everybody every day is we have snacks. We have breakfast. We always have some food that's available in the refrigerator and drinks for people that may not get a chance to eat. A lot of our seniors are low income. And towards the end of the month, a lot of them are choosing between paying for medication or paying for their housing or paying for food. So we don't want anybody to be in that kind of position. So we have access to bus passes that we can give people for transportation to get back and forth to the center if they need those. And that's on an individual basis. We also have food items that are here that people can get in and eat a warm meal, or have a soup or whatever that's available. So that's in addition to the hot lunch that's provided every Thursday. There's also coffee and tea and hot chocolate that's available all the time during those hours. And the David Bennett Cyber Center also has a bank of computers in the drop-in center that they're welcome to utilize. And there's people that can help them if they don't know how to access a computer. Those things are critically important to a lot of people. the first year that we started, and we just had our anniversary on December 4th. So we've been here for a year. But when we very first started this program, one of the first things that happened was I had a woman come in, an elderly woman come in with her caregiver, who was also a senior. And it was just before Christmas of last year, and she was talking about that. Just in talking, she was there trying to get a document from the DMV, and she didn't have access or know how to use a computer, so they had come in for that purpose. And in talking, she was telling me that this story about getting really sick and losing, she ended up in the hospital for some period of time. She lost her apartment and all of her belongings, and part of those belongings was her phone and address book. And because a lot of our seniors are not connected to social media, and a lot of our seniors are not using cell phones or computers, she didn't have any way to access her family. So her family, she lost touch with her family who was outside of Vegas. They lost touch with her. She had not seen them for 5 years. Anybody, had no way to contact them. Something that simple, right? So we got her on Facebook and did a search and found a nephew, and she reconnected with her family. And so like these simple little things can be really huge and really dramatic and life-changing. So Act 3 is a wonderful program. We structured it in a segregated kind of way because I did a lot of surveys, a lot of research, asking people in the community. We got over 200 surveys filled out, and what the survey data told us is that the men wanted a men's only space and the women wanted a women's only space. Here at the center, we're all about inclusion and trying to bring people together. So this is one of the reasons why we have the Lunch and Learn on Thursdays, to try to feed people and kind of bribe them to come on out and visit. We had a senior prom this last August, which will be an annual event. It was a 50s-based theme. And because we're trying to reach seniors out in the community that don't know that we have a program here, we organized a flash mob. We got a choreographer, and for 2 weeks, every single day, all of the seniors from all of the groups practiced this during their regular meeting time, and they made friends. It was awesome. So now the Thursday group has become like family. They're very close. They're very open and inviting to everybody, so it's not cliquey. But gay men, lesbian women, trans men, everybody hanging out together, and they're actually hanging out outside of the center as well as not only in the center. So it's a great program.